tell these folks your name. Emotional. I don't think they heard you, man. Emotional. Who's the best rapper around? Emotional. Who's the new killer in town?
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Emotional, and I'm back for another reaction video. We are here. We are about to check out NF When I Grow Up. Now, I saw somebody said that they subscribed for Easy Meal, NF, and somebody else. And I haven't uploaded no NF, and I thought about you. So we about to go ahead and check out some NF. Now, if there's anything that I missed, like you need me to go back to as far as like, what's the word? Like songs that I haven't checked out, so on and so forth, let me know in the comment section. But we about to go ahead and check this out. This is NF When I Grow Up. Like, comment, subscribe. We are the sexy. Now let's vibe.
When I grow up, I want to be a dentist.
Okay.
When I grow up, I want to be a ballerina teacher. When I grow up, I want to be a police officer. When I grow up, I would like to be a veterinarian. When I grow up, I'm going to be a flapper.
When the child said that, I thought about what I heard Steve Harvey say. Now, I remember Steve Harvey said something like, he said something as a kid, he was going to be on TV and the teacher went in on him for it. And I personally don't think that it makes sense for folks to like go in on kids for what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? It might sound crazy to you. It might sound stupid to you, but don't bash a child's dream of doing something. The thing is, the kids need to understand, like, especially as they get older, they got to put the work in. And if they understand that, then we got something. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I look at it. Interesting transition, though. Being a kid and then want to be a rapper, and then he transitions to a trash man.
Take a seat. Let me tell you my ridiculous dreams. I want to rap. Yeah, I know it's hard to believe, and I can tell you're already thinking I will never succeed, but I'm okay with it. I admit the lyrics are weak. I've been working on them. I'll be good eventually. I understand you got to crawl before you get to your feet, but I've been running for a while. They ain't ready for me. I know this probably isn't really realistic, and honestly, I might not ever make a difference, but that don't make a difference. I'ma have to risk it. I've been crunching numbers. You ain't got to be a mathematician and see.
What is realistic? What really is realistic, though? Because it's like, you can go for the job that seems quote unquote realistic, but at the same time, it's like, you can get fired from that job. Just like y'all saying, oh, well, you'll never make it as this, but I can get fired as an accountant, or depending on how I do things. You know what I'm saying? I could be fired in a corporate job. I could be fired at any time. You get what I mean? Because at the end of the day, this person has to decide, yo, like, we really want to keep you on, or something could happen externally that affects the business. And then, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of factors. Like, so it's like when folks say like, oh, this, you need to do this because this is going to keep you, you know what I'm saying, safe. Is there really a safe job? Is it really? Is it really? That's just how I look at it. I don't think that there is such thing as a safe job or really being realistic, especially when you can easily get fired from this job, just like somebody over here might not make it as a rapper or what have you. But it's like, I'd rather put forth an honest effort in something that I actually want to do than, especially if you're young, like if you in like your 20s and stuff like that, and your peoples allow you to just really just work and you go actually put your head down, I would just be like, you know what? That's fine. Like, if you gonna put your head down and work and really work, not be on some like, oh, I do this, doing the bare minimum, like really put your head down, like go for it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't, because it's like, you can quote unquote fail at the rapping, you can quote unquote fail in the working at Walmart and being a manager. You can get fired at any moment for any reason. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I look at it. Call me crazy, but I don't think it's really such a thing, especially in our time period, as being realistic. Now, if you're not improving, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you need more money to do certain things, then I'm like, yeah, do both. But like, if you really gonna rap, like, you gotta work, because that's hard. Like, that's really, really difficult to be a rapper. I'm gonna say that. It is difficult to make it. But if you gonna really work, put that work in. It's gonna take some time though, for some people anyway.
Make a difference, but that don't make a difference. I'ma have to risk it. I've been crunching numbers. You ain't gotta be a mathematician and see the odds ain't rooting for me. I can't lie though, it's kinda how I like it to be. The underdog, yeah, you probably think you know what I mean, but what I'm saying is they ever push me, I'm gonna swing. Yeah, I could go to college
W transition.
Graduating, probably get a job, but doesn't pay the bills. That don't make a lot of sense to me. Forget the happy meals. I don't like the dollar menu. I would rather make a meal. Huh? Make a meal. Home cooking, get the grill. How you want it? Pretty well. Everything I see is overdone to me. I'm not a dad, but I'ma get a record deal. Say hello to Master Bill. I just wanna pay my bills. Rapping about the way I feel. Oh yeah. I just wanna make a couple mil. Leave it to the fam in the will. Oh yeah. I just wanna sign a record deal. Maybe buy a house up in the hills. Oh yeah. Might not be the best in my field, but I guarantee that I'ma die real when I grow up.
That's 100.
Hey, when I grow up. Yeah. Hey. I'ma make them notice me, rhyming like it's poetry. Everything I oversee, I just like to overthink. Mocking me, you pay the fee, no returning, no receipts. Those of you that don't believe, quiet, you don't know a thing. Quiet when I'm trying to sing, quiet when I'm making beats, quiet when I'm trying to think. Sorry, I don't mean to scream, I just feel like no one really gets me, and it's sad to see, cause someday I'ma grow up and show all of you it's meant to be. Yeah, anybody?
I feel like if folks don't get you, then your vision might be a little too crazy for them. Not even crazy. It's hard for them to understand it because it's like when you're trying to really do something, especially if you doing something that requires folks to really stretch their mind and their understanding and stuff like that. Like, again, being a rapper, like I'm assuming most start off entrepreneurs, right? And then some even stay entrepreneurs their whole career. So it's like you ain't got no label to back you. So it's like it's like for some folks, like I said, they just want you to, some of them want you to be good, but then there's others they hate. But it's like you kind of got to distinguish between the two. But at the same time, it's like when it comes to like really like folks not understanding, I mean, especially depending on where you come from, you might be the first person that's really actually talking about creating generational wealth. Just like it's some folks who have never had a family member graduate high school or college or so on and so forth. Some things for some people are just hard to grasp because it's some folks, they ain't even never left their city. So you trying to be a rapper is crazy to them. So it's like some people you kind of like, some people you got to be patient with, but then there's other people like, they just not going to get it because their brain is too condensed. They vision is too in the box, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's something I had to understand because like also everybody not gonna be there. Everybody not gonna be there from the jump. Some people gonna get on the they gonna get on the bandwagon later on. But I don't know. That's just people for you though. Everybody not gonna understand.
Really gets me, and it's sad to see, cause someday I'ma grow up and show all of you it's meant to be. Yeah. Anybody wanna hear me rap? No. Come on, let me play a couple tracks. No. Come on, I can spit it really fast. No. You think I should throw this in the trash? No. Trick ya. Haters go away before I hit ya. I am not a beggar or a kiss up. You don't understand, well I forgive ya. I am not a quitter. You didn't really think that, did ya? Maybe someday I could even be up on the radio. Have a tour bus and maybe even play a couple shows. Everybody in the crowd singing every word I wrote. Telling me that I am not the only one that feels alone. Huh? You feel alone? Yeah, I kinda feel alone. Wonder if the feeling ever goes away when you get old. Will I ever make it as an artist? I don't really know. Might not make a lot of dough. I'ma have to try it though. I just wanna pay my bills. Rapping about the way I feel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I just wanna make a couple mil. Leave it to the fam in the will. Oh yeah. I just wanna.
That's how I start.
Maybe buy a house up in the hills. Okay. Oh yeah. Might not be the best in my field, but I guarantee that I'ma die real when I grow up. I just wanna pay my bills.
That's how I start. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I got my first subscribers, it was some of my homies. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like, we getting bigger, bro. We getting bigger every day, bro. Every day, bro. Like, it start off with a few people, but then the family start growing. You get what I mean? Like, that's why when folks come to me with stuff, I'm like, bro, like, as long as you not coming to me on some like, oh yeah, I'm trying to do this, but you're not really trying to work, we can talk. But like a lot of folks, they be saying stuff and it sound good, but when it come time to put your head down and really get in the lab and really work, folks ain't trying to do that. Folks ain't really trying to put their head down. Folks ain't really trying to put them hours in. But that's the main thing for me. Like, I'll mess with you if you really trying to work. But if you just doing it and you not really trying to work, don't waste my time. Like, for real, don't waste my time, bro. Like, do not waste my time. I understand I'm not the biggest YouTuber yet, but don't waste my time, bro. Don't waste my time.
I guarantee that I'ma die real. When I grow up, I just wanna pay my bills. Rapping about the way I feel. Yeah, I just wanna make a couple mil. Leave it to the fam in the world. I just wanna sign a record deal. Maybe buy a house up in the hills. Yeah, I might not be the best in my field, but I guarantee that I'ma die real when I grow up.
Come on. I like how it was faded in the back. All right, y'all, that's the end of that vid. Now, I like that mug. It was interesting, like, because it kind of makes you think, like, okay, so the come up, you start off doing trash, you're doing odd jobs while you still managing your stuff, your music and stuff like that, or whatever it is that you do. And then it also shows, like, how you start off with a few people that mess with you. But then eventually that crowd gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I think it's interesting because it's like how I was talking about, like, when I grow up, it makes me think. I heard that din din din, that thing in the background. It kind of reminded me of them things that spin around in a baby's crib. I don't know what they're called off the top of my head, and I don't want to just be saying anything, but like it kind of reminded me of one of those. And then like it just adds to the vibe of like the when I grow up thing. And then I think it's interesting how like the little kid that represented NF. And it's like, yo, like it basically shows like you've been wanting to rap since you were a child, right? And then you've had this dream forever. And then it's like, it's crazy how people will legit try to like, what's the word? Destroy your dream. You know what I'm saying? Like try to like, especially because it's like, especially if it's unfeasible in their mind. And it's like, because I remember like coming up trying to do a bunch of different things, but it's like, I never really got the support of like family from like an encouraging standpoint. It took time before I started getting like real encouragement. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like folks want you to be good and then they want you to go the safe route and it's like there's really no safe route because it's like your safe route doesn't really help me. It keeps me in a space where you can kind of keep your thumb on me unintentionally, I'm assuming. And then it's like I'm not gonna grow. I'm not gonna really see what I could have done or where I could go if I stay in your bubble and your level of understanding. I remember I saw this video of Jim Carrey. He was talking about his dad and how his dad was really funny and he could have made it as a comedian, but instead he became an accountant and he got fired from that accounting job. And Jim was like, well, I'm paraphrasing it, by the way. Well, if you can fail going the safe route, if I'd rather fail going the route that I want to go versus going the route that I don't. Because it's like there's no safe route. Just like he was saying, like you can get fired from an accounting job. Just like somebody said, just as quickly as somebody can say, oh, you're not gonna make it as this, you're not gonna make it as that. Again, I keep saying it. If you put your head down and you work, you gonna make it. You gonna make it, bro. Like, you gonna make it. But the thing is, you gotta put your head down. And I keep telling people that. I keep telling folks that. But anyway, also, I did have a question. So, what was the song that got you listening to NF? And also, how long has he been doing this exactly? Because like I said, I'm still relatively new to him. But like, let me know how long he been doing this. But I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. Peace, easy, baby. Lay out.